Someone just walked by me and then she did a double take and said, I don't want you to think I'm weird, but you're hot as fuck. And it was the sweetest shit ever. If you're out and you find someone attractive or you like someone's outfit or something, just pay them the compliment because it just can make somebody's day. I don't know. That just made my day.
Stop telling me to go meet someone in the wild when I go in the wild and someone will be staring at me the whole entire night and won't come say hi. How many more times is that going to happen? How many more times am I going to be in the bar, playing pool, at the coffee shop, on a walk, and I will be staring down another person who is staring me down, smiling across the table, whatever, and you don't come say hi? Oh my gosh. What am I meant to do, you guys? Am I gonna have, like, we always have to make the first move or something? Because, like, oh my gosh.
Alright, this is for my girls. One, be nice. Be nice to men. Because I've had a restored faith in men that are, like, actually having the guts to just, like, come up to women. And if you're mean to them, you're gonna scare them. So don't do that. But I do have a restored faith in men. And I think part of it comes from women being nice, women being open to, like, just, like, one, look up from your phone. If you're going for a walk, look up from your phone. Don't have RBF. Actually, that's probably okay. But just, like, inviting. Like, smile at somebody if they walk past. Like, don't be freaking creepy, but, like, smile at them. The amount of people I've met on my walks is insane. Literally, a guy just walked past. I walked past him. He then, like, turned around and he was like, hey, excuse me, and then, like, asked me about restaurant options around the neighborhood. I'm just like, you can meet people if you're willing to just look up from your phone, give a smile, make eye contact. Like, we don't have to look like we don't want to talk to humans. We can look like we want to talk to humans, but, like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of girls are like, guys just don't, and I'm like, they will if you're nice. Stop being pissy when they walk up. Stop being annoyed. Stop assuming the worst in every man. Like, don't get off on freaking rejecting them. Be nice. You can say, no, I'm good, thank you. But be nice if you're gonna do it. But, like, just look up. Smile. But don't be, like, annoyed that people, like, guys aren't approaching you if you're not being approachable. You know? Anyway. I literally just met a new person while walking. The amount of people, like, literally all my friends lately have been because I'm, like, walking. That's how I meet them. Because I smile. I don't look at my phone the whole time. It's not that hard. Anyway, just my 2 cents. Be nice. Be nice. Women, be nice to men. Because we don't need to scare them off. They're finally getting the guts to talk to people again. Let's not scare them off by rejecting every single one of them and, like, embarrassing them in the process. Be nice.
So after seeing all the responses to my video yesterday, I wanted to make a follow-up appreciation post. This time, I'm appreciating all the men out there who are still interested in being the ones to pursue. And that's not a shot, okay? It's not a shot. Don't come for me. I get it. I don't live under a rock. I understand why men don't want to approach women anymore. I do, okay? Some bad apples ruined it for the whole bunch. But there are genuinely still women out here who enjoy that dynamic and who want that dynamic. And honestly, I don't want to change my method. Please don't make me pursue you, okay? I will pursue once the pursuit has begun. Okay? I don't want to initiate said pursuit. Can we agree on that? Is that like a happy medium?
I like when guys think it's a flex to be like, I don't chase women. Okay, bye! Go find your husband then. Or you think those women need to be chased by the man like you? The fuck?
It's not really a flex, it's a fact. When you ask a man, where are you guys at? Where are all the single guys? Oh, well, we don't chase women anymore. And then you insult them and shame them. Weird. projection gracefully.
I made a video saying if a man doesn't chase women, what does he chase? It was a serious question, but then a bunch of angry men got in the comment sections, wrote their opinions, which is completely fair, which is completely fine, but now it's my turn. So when I say chase women, I'm sorry for not being more specific. I will take full accountability because I know when talking to men, you have to be very, very specific. So I know this, I should know better. But what I really meant is being more persistent, deciding, you know what, this is the woman I like, and if she doesn't text me back, then I'm going to send a double text, right? I'm going to do a little chasing because she's the woman, and I'm not going to sit up here and try to match her energy because she is a woman and I am a man, right? So maybe if I don't get a text back, instead of waiting, call her. Maybe I could show some consistency. That's more so what I meant. But because I know men are scary creatures that do scary things to women, I know why it got blown out of context, because when you guys hear chase women, you think of actually chasing down a woman that's showing absolutely no interest in you and wants to be left the fuck alone. The second comment that I saw that was very common is that you guys don't chase women because you're chasing money. And all I'm gonna say about that is you're a fucking liar. And even if you are, chasing it, a lot of the comments I saw is like, oh, well, if a woman really likes you, you don't have to chase her. Well, the money must not like you then, because it's fucking running way faster than you ever could.
I'm going to have to agree with Jesse here in the comments. The money's not coming. It's not coming. You guys have some weird stuff going on. Men don't want to be a part of it.
I don't understand why men are not approaching me, and it's really fucking with my head. I mean, they used to. It used to happen, but now it's as if I sprayed man repellent on myself. I can't get over it. It's ruining my life. It's progressively just getting worse. I just can't. I just don't know why. My mental health is just in the hole, okay? It's in the shitter. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All I know is I want men to approach me. Please. I just want it to go back to the way that it was. I can't do this anymore. It's killing me. I'll be submissive. I'll be insecure. I'll do whatever. I cannot figure out why men will not approach me.
I'm out here on the Detroit Princess boat at the Q weekend. Okay. Yeah. At the very top. Okay. I hope y'all can see beautiful scenery out here, okay? Gorgeous out here. Breeze, it's breezing. But my smile is cheap. But guess what? I found my goddamn self. Woo! Ain't looking good.
If you don't get approached by men too often, it's not because you're ugly or unattractive. That's not the reason, but it could be because of the way you dress. Hear me out. I am not a provocative dresser. On a norm, I'm wearing trousers, oversized jeans, cargo pants, cardigans, button downs, and now in this current weather, blazers. And I don't get approached by men a lot. I get approached by men sometimes, but not a lot. Recently, I went out of town and I didn't want to wear a full outfit, so I had on a workout outfit, like the jacket with the bra with the matching pants. And it was out of my norm, I'm not gonna lie, because I don't usually wear tight clothing, and I had a little cleavage showing. It wasn't a ton, and when I tell you the men were like this, and I wasn't disgusted, but I wasn't impressed at all. And it didn't dawn on me until I'm like, why are all these men trying to talk to me? And I thought about it, I'm like, you have on like a tight outfit, even though it wasn't nothing like out of the norm. It was a regular workout outfit, but I was like, wow, this is crazy. So it was like a little social experiment on myself, and I'm like, I had to tell the girls, you're not ugly, you're not unattractive, you probably just dress modest, and that is totally okay. Because do you think any of those men had good intentions for me? No, they thought I was something easy, probably because I had a little cleavage out, and I'm not a curvy girl at all. I'm not curvy at all, so I don't have no big butt. I don't even have big boobs, you know. So I respect a man who's trying to talk to me when I'm dressed modest versus when I'm dressed like that, you know, like beat it.
Well, honestly and truly, some of these modern women don't care what kind of attention they get. They just want a man to spend money on them.
Ladies, honestly, the man that doesn't really approach women a lot or very often is actually going to be the man that you should be going for. Hear me out. See, a lot of women always want men to chase them and this and that, right? And I mean, it's cool. You know, a man should shoot their shot at a woman, right? I get it. But the man that, you know, because you hear women always say, like, why don't men approach? Why don't men chase anymore? Or, you know, why don't men, approach women at the bar or restaurant, whatever, right? But the thing is, oftentimes the man that is so quick to approach he's quick to approach every woman. A lot of times that man, he approaches women like a sport, you know, and you got to ask yourself the question, is that really the man that you should be wanting? Because the man that doesn't approach a woman or like all the time, he actually is very respectful to women. He holds women to a very high standard, and he also himself has very high standards. But let's just be for real. A lot of women are sometimes intimidated by that man. Right. And I know a lot of women in the comments are going to be, you know, they going to come for me on this, but I'm just telling it like it is. That man is very apprehensive, but not apprehensive, but he's very selective with who he approaches. He has high standards. But you want a man who has high standards because he has high standards for himself, and he also respects himself. And because of that, he respects you and he respects women.
They sit up here and say that men don't think about who they're approaching. They just swipe, swipe, swipe. And whoever responds, that's who the man responds to. But the guys that they're actually looking for are sitting back and observing. Those are the good guys that men be talking about, trying to get your number and you blowing the man off. And 10 years later, you realize, oh, shoot, I should have given him a chance. Now it's too late.
We're in a weird place these days where I think men aren't approaching women as much in person. And I feel like it's the thing that in theory I want to be approached, and I think most women do. But in reality, when it happens, it's a complete stranger who is approaching you and talking to you, and it can feel kind of scary. You need some kind of way to know that a guy is normal, that he's vetted, before you just give out your personal information. Meeting through mutual friends or on an app that's based on overlaps like Left Field feels so much safer than just being approached by a stranger in a bar, even though that is kind of fun. But I just think as I've gotten older, that feels less and less safe to me.
Watch this guy stand with his hands on his hips, watching a woman struggle to lift and carry a kayak. He didn't even so much as flinch to offer any assistance, just stood there watching. And we wonder why women would rather just do life on their own.
This is the problem. Women want to proclaim that they are independent and don't need men, but then they will hate on men for letting them be independent. I was raised to break my back instead of letting a woman do this. But in today's society, with how much women want to be independent for men and how much they talk about not needing a man, how are you going to blame men that decide not to help? I'm sure a lot of these men that were willing to help in the past were also yelled at or berated by women for helping them. She claims to be independent. I will let her show her independency. Like I said, I would never do this. I would never allow my wife to do this. But this explains why some men just don't care anymore.
Exactly that. They've started making it a point in shows to tell men, I don't need your protection anymore. Cool. Pick up that stuff by yourself.
The woman who was pushing a stroller had the toddler in her arms and also had her purse, and her partner, who was walking right next to her, had a backpack on that was almost empty. He could have taken the stroller. He could have taken the baby. He could have done something to make her life easier, but he didn't. And that is a choice. That is a choice. There's another example of a woman and a man who were together, and he was walking way ahead of her. So I saw them coming into security together, and then outside of security, she stopped to put her shoes on, and he stood by for a little bit and then just booked it, and she was trying to catch up to him. He doesn't like her. He hates her.
I mean, that store I'm sure has associates. No longer are men out here giving free help in labor to modern women.
This is actually hilarious. Like, this made me laugh because it's like they don't help anyway. They don't help anyway. If you have brothers, if you have friends, put aside the money. It's going to be like $200 to have someone come on board and like mount a TV or like do all those things. $200 in the grand scheme of what these men really cost you is nothing. It's nothing. Okay, even plumbing. I've done my own plumbing. I resealed a toilet the other day. YouTube, all these things that people say are like manly things, they're so easy. They're so easy to do. Like resealing a toilet. All you do is you get some caulk from the store, you squirt it around the base and you run your finger over. It's so easy. I replaced the valve in my toilet, drained the whole tank, refilled it. You would be shocked how easy these things are. I've switched out light fixtures, like 4 of them in my apartment now. It's so simple. Electrician stuff, easy. Plumbing stuff, easy. Hanging pictures, easy. Like that stuff is simple. It's so simple. And so, yeah, you may need help, but it doesn't necessarily need to be from a man. There are strong women who can help you. Sometimes you just need an extra set of hands. But for the most part, I do it myself. And when I've had a man in my life, they have either done the job poorly. Like, I don't know if it was weaponized incompetence or they just aren't as smart as me. And so they couldn't figure out how to do it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. Or they put it off for so long that I end up doing it anyway because I've asked them to do it. I'm waiting for them to do it. They don't want to do it. They put it off and then I just end up doing it anyway. So it saves me time that way. Or they get annoyed that I asked them to do something so simple. Like there was one time that I was trying to like get these cardboard edges off of a painting that I had bought. And I was trying to like rip it off and it was just like my hands are delicate. And so I had asked him, I'm like, hey, can you like pull these off for me? And he's like, you can't do that yourself. Oh my God. So I walked into the other room and did it myself. And then shortly after broke up with him. But you don't need a man's help. You could probably do it yourself. You could get help from someone. And if you absolutely have to hire like a professional, then fine. Like it's going to be less expensive in the long run, but this just like made me laugh because it's like you actually probably don't need them for like 99.9% of the things that come up in daily life. You need YouTube, but YouTube is free.
And this is why modern women are a problem. You don't want to ruin what you have. Well, could you do it? Like these little things that you come and bother a man with when he's sitting on the couch watching TV. He's right. You could have done that yourself. Put some gloves on, get a knife, whatever it is. And then you want to get mad when a man doesn't want to help you. But if a man were to come up and start talking to you when you're doing your makeup, you would be mad at him. He's like, why can't you? Oh, why couldn't you have waited until you can't wait 30 minutes? Exactly. And it'd be like 2 or 3 hours that he's waited for you to do something. I guarantee if that man says, hey, I thought you said you were going to cook dinner tonight. Oh, if you're so hungry, go there, get a snack. Thank you, mama. Okay, then. I'm not your dad. You can do it. You'll be all right.
We're past the era of men making assumptions that women need help. Because again, that could be considered disrespectful and misogynistic. And so men aren't going out of the way to just lend a helping hand to women because they don't want to be seen as misogynistic.
Watched a white girl fight off a robber at gunpoint. He literally had a gun to her. She fought him off, got the magazine out the gun and everything. But the crazy part about it was that there was two men watching very close by. I mean, literally very close by. They were right within the vicinity, which is weird because why would that man try to rob her with those two guys there? But he did it because he knew they wasn't gonna do shit, and they did not. It was one man sitting on the.
I don't know why this is such a hard concept to understand, but women created this situation where they dislike men so much that men finally said, fuck it, we're not going to help you, we're not going to protect you, we owe you absolutely nothing, and because you're just some random stranger, I no longer have to help you. And really what gets me about the video is that there's a lot of other people in that video. Most people did a singular focus on the man sitting in the grass when that woman was getting attacked, but there were women there. So what happened to women supporting women? You know, y'all like to preach like how you're girls and you're supporting each other and oh my God, I'm always here for you. But you see a woman getting attacked and there's two women walking the other direction. Why aren't they running to her defense? Right, because you want the men that you claim are such trash to save you. And this is a perfect example of what women do all of the freaking time. They create this standard for how men should treat them, whether that's in the dating phases, in the marriage stages, in friendships, whatever it is. And they created this standard where they hate men so much, but now you want protection from said men. And now that you don't get it, the men are weak. Make it make sense. You cannot continuously drag men and blame the patriarchy and all of this bullshit around you, but then expect men to jump in and save you. Why don't you all call a freaking bear? Okay, bye.
And that's really what it is. Modern women have become just a random stranger. And you're wanting a man to put his life on the line for you, and you're just a random stranger. Well, I'm a human being. Yeah, but you don't treat men as human beings. When Mental Health Month for men, men's mental health was going on, you had a lot of women sitting up there talking about men's mental health and making fun of it, making a joke out about it, mocking it. Why would I want to help a person like that?
And I had to just come to this realization earlier today because yesterday I was bringing a desk into my apartment and I thought I would make a funny video about how I brought this desk in and no one offered to help me. So I made the caption, brought this desk in and not a single man offered to help me, because I do believe that men are good. I do believe in chivalry, and I think that there are men out there who would see a girl struggling and want to help her, right? So I was kind of shocked that not only in this experience, but in past experiences from moving in things in my apartment or doing whatever, lifting heavy things, that people just don't offer, especially men. So I made this video and I posted it just thinking like it would be relatable. No. TikTok said, no, I'm going to humble you real quick. TikTok took my video and just shoved it in the wrong male audience. There are comments that say like, maybe if you weren't a 2 out of 10, someone would have helped you.
Come on, y'all. Y'all can't do that. She not a 2. That's corny. I don't know. Maybe she looked a little dusty on the other video. I didn't get a chance to see the other video, but she not a 2. Let's be clear.
And then another one was, why didn't you ask the bear for help? And then another one said, well, I bought ingredients for a sandwich and no woman came into the kitchen to help me. And it's like, okay, well, first of all, that's putting women in a category of all you're good for is making me food, you dumb little girl.
So how is it any different than putting men in a category of all you good for is lifting things and doing things for me that I can't do for myself, even though we advocated in this society for women to have the autonomy to say that they don't need men and they can make the decision for themselves. They can vote for themselves. They can protect themselves. You can conceal carry for yourself. How is it any different? You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody is not helping me or if somebody don't come over and do the laundry, if somebody not doing this and doing that, I don't say, man, ain't no good women out here. You know what I do? I throw the Tide Pod inside of there. I'll turn on the dishwasher. Voila.
Me asking a man to help, not even asking, you're just assuming or hoping that a man would help a girl with lifting something heavy actually plays into their physiological design. Men literally are designed to love to help. Men's bodies are designed to be stronger than women, okay? Like this is tapping into something that is actually like truth, that is not insulting. Like I think you can do it, so it would be nice if you did it. And also, that video is so funny because it plays into a broader topic of like, you could replace man with human. I brought this desk in and no human offered to help me, because that really is the root of it. We are all so selfish as a society. We don't really want to help anyone. It's all about ourselves. That's the true form of Satanism. I'm just going to do a side tangent. Satanism is not the real worship of the devil. Satanism is the worship of yourself.
She's so wrong. And this is why a lot of times people are turned off by the church, is because they don't know how to mesh topics and meld it in order to teach a lesson to emphasize something. No, You're selfish by expecting for somebody to do something for you, even though you have done nothing in return.
Well, it's the devil in us. No, it's not. It's the devil in you, thinking that you're entitled to something that somebody has. The Bible says you have to work. You don't work, you don't eat. That's what it says. So you sitting up here begging and all that stuff. No, I'm not going to help you out. You're not nice to me. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. So basically, it doesn't exactly say that, but it does say treat others or love others is what it is. Love your neighbor like you would love yourself. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of you women do not love men. Y'all hate men, as a matter of fact. Y'all despise, y'all loathe men. You're just a woman a couple of clips ago talking about, oh, I don't need a man. YouTube is this. Oh, I can do that. I told my boyfriend it was weaponized incompetence that he wouldn't come help me. He didn't do it on my time schedule. Now, when a man turns around and treats you like that, then all of a sudden it's a problem. And where are the gentlemen? Well, where are the women? What's going on with the feminine touch nowadays?
Been left outraged after an Asda delivery driver refused to deliver the food to the first floor of a block of flats. Now, as you can see, this Asda delivery driver has delivered all of this food and he's put it at the bottom of the steps. Now, basically the woman in the background is essentially saying, you know, I'm pregnant, I need help lifting all of this food up, and you haven't given me any bags as well. Now, according to the customer, she has ordered bags with this food, but essentially the Asda delivery driver is saying you haven't ordered any bags. There was no bags on the system or actually on the receipt, so I can't give you them because you actually have to buy them, and he obviously doesn't have any extra in his van. Now, I would love to see what you guys think about this, because technically Asda, Tesco, Sainsbury's staff technically don't actually have to deliver it right to your door. All they need to do is to deliver it into the residence, and technically this man has done exactly what he is supposed to do. He's done his job, he's delivered the food. Now, I do understand, I do sympathise with the woman. She's pregnant, maybe she's, you know, she can't lift too much, but as you can see, it doesn't really look that much of a heavy item, but I understand at both sides. Now, let me know what you guys think about this one. What do you think about this as the delivery driver leaving all of this food on the floor? Looks like there's nappy, toilet rolls, laundry detergent, milk and lemonade. Let me know what you think. Whose side are you on? Let me know what you think in the comments.
I see where you're coming from, but it is not his responsibility. He has other deliveries. Now think of, and I know you're talking, well, I'm pregnant, it should be this or that. He could do it for elderly people. Somebody might have just been sick and they would have asked him to do it. If he does that for each and every person, then where is he at? That's what you have to start thinking about. I mean, you're sitting here recording the man, trying to blast the man, and the man is literally just doing his job. Oh, well, you could have done this. It's always what a man could have done. It's always how a man could have extended himself. It's always how a man could have sacrificed and put himself out. Ma'am, y'all continue to say y'all are so much smarter than we are. How come none of this planning, when y'all are doing all of this stuff, none of this planning goes into effect to say, okay, I'm having my groceries bought to me. They're going to be delivered. How am I going to get them upstairs? You are expecting that man to carry those groceries upstairs and you miscalculated. And now, unfortunately, you have to fix the problem or get somebody to fix the problem or do something to help you. But it's not that man's responsibility. Again, I get where you're coming from, but this man is not to blame.
I just want to know, have men decided that they are just not going to hold the door open for women anymore? Because I can't tell you how many times I have gone into a store, the man was going in front of me, he saw me coming behind him, and he opens up the door, but didn't open it up for me, and the door hit me. Or he was coming.
A lot of men were tired of being nice just to be disrespected. The type of guy I am, I'm going to hold the door for a woman regardless. I hold the door for men too. It's just common courtesy, right? Just yesterday, I held the door for a woman at a gas station and she said thank you. But it's been so long since I heard a thank you for holding the door. I was just like, I was caught off guard. Like, I almost missed it. I was walking and I was like, wait, she said thank you. You're welcome. Like, I genuinely felt bad that I almost missed it and, almost didn't say you're welcome. I actually shared an experience 6 months ago on this same account where I held the door for a young lady and she literally out her mouth said, hey, I don't need you to do that. I got it. I don't need you to hold the door for me. I don't need no man to hold no door for me. And that hasn't happened to me since. But I do know, depending on where you live, that's a regular occurrence. It happens a good bit. So I understand why some men are now, are hesitant to open the door for women. But at the same time, I don't think that they should allow that to stop them from holding the door for women. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't think they're wrong for not. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of who you hold the door for, when you're being chivalrous, is a thank you goes a long way. But nowadays, a lot of women want the chivalry, but they don't want to express any gratitude for it. I genuinely feel, due to social media, some women will feel sick to their stomachs just even saying thank you to a man. And I'm only applying this to chronically online women. And on that same hand, but turned over, a lot of chronically online men have been conditioned to allow outside forces to dictate how they behave. Like that experience I had a few months ago. I didn't allow that to stop me from holding the door for women.
True enough, I still try to do what I was trained to do, what my dad told me to do, what my mom told me to do. But it gets very difficult for a man to provide, for a man to be nice to a woman if she's saying, like you said, oh, I don't need you to do that. I mean, how hard is it to just say thank you and move on instead of turning around and explaining to him why you don't need him to do it? That man's probably never going to see you again. Shut up and go inside. It doesn't take all that.
Common sentiment I have been seeing is that if there were a group of women right there, they would have jumped in.
This isn't just a common sentiment. This is a statistical fact. In the comments section of people discussing the brick incident, you see women saying over and over again, a man has never protected me, but a woman has. And this falls right in line with what we know about the bystander effect. It is a statistical fact that proximity to a man puts you in more danger. And it is women who are more likely to come to your rescue. Men are more likely to be the bystander. This 2020 study found that despite ideas of chivalry, women are far more likely to help you than men. This 2015 study found the same thing. Men are less likely to help you. This 2014 study, men reported more intent to act as a bystander. And as recently as 2022, a meta-analysis of 85 studies found that women were more likely to intervene. And in every single one of these studies, the men had one thing in common that made them less likely to help. In every single study, men had a much higher acceptance of grape myths. They aren't intervening because they believe you deserve it. They believe you've done something, said something, worn something that makes you deserve this behavior. I'm going to say this for you again, clearly. The research shows men don't help women because they believe we deserve it.
No, I want to point your attention to the years that these studies were conducted. 2015, 2020, 2022. How long have we been discussing? How long have we been talking about feminism and its effects? How long have we been hearing from women, don't help me, don't touch me? As a matter of fact, get out of my house. I pay the bills here. How long have we been hearing, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? If not, we can't chill. You and me are through. How long have we been hearing, I don't want no scrub? How long have we been hearing whatever that song is from Miley Cyrus, I can buy my own flowers or something like that? How long have we been hearing that? For a while now. In one song, in one movie, in one social media post or another. And now that the man catches on and says, oh, shoot, well, she's got it. I don't want to make a big deal out of that. All of a sudden, y'all are shocked that men are bystanders now. Well, they believe you deserve it. At some point in time, you don't deserve it, but there are consequences to your actions. Your words carry weight. There are consequences. I can try to help you as much as I can, but if you go out there doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, I cannot help you. Now, this doesn't mean that a man should go over there and jump on a woman. It doesn't mean that, well, anybody. If you see somebody in trouble, you should try to help. But too many times, y'all think about yourselves. I need help. I need somebody to help me. And the man been and told you, do not go out of this house at the time. If you're going over here, let me come with you. There's some random times to where you said, well, I followed everything that my man did, but this still happened. I got it. I think you should be helped in those situations. But if a man says, don't go on this girl's trip, don't go to the club, don't go over here. Why not? Because it's dangerous. You might run into this. This is unsafe. And you do it, you have gone outside the man's influence. How long can he protect you? He can't. Y'all need to stop blaming men for stuff that y'all caused. At least, at some point in time, take accountability for your messaging and what you've said in order for men to believe, maybe I ought to stand back. I don't want to get in trouble.
What's happening in this world, but let me tell you what happened last night. I'm out with my friends and we're sitting at this restaurant and this man comes over to chat with me. Okay, fine, whatever. So he and I are having this conversation. My two friends, they decide that they're going to go smoke. Fine. While they are smoking, they notice a woman pushing her own car to a gas station. She'd run out of gas and she's pushing her car. Like, I don't know who was driving the car, but this woman's pushing her car. So my two friends, superwomen, they're like, oh, hell no, we're not going to let this girl push this car by herself. So they jump in to help. They're like, you get in and steer, we'll push the car. So they help this woman push the car to the gas station. He and I are oblivious to it because we're talking about whatever we're talking about. They come back and they're like, oh yeah, we just helped this girl push her car to the gas station. And I said, I don't know how I missed that, but didn't any men jump in to help? She goes, oh no, there were men driving by. There were men sitting there watching all three of us. Not one man jumped in to help. What?
So I posted a video clip somewhere maybe a couple of years ago where the woman was upset. She was married, but she was stopped on the side of the road and trying to change her tire. And men just kept passing her up. She was like, it's a truck full of men and none of them are helping me. Why not? Why is nobody stopping? Well, because modern women have said, if you stop, I think you're going to do something to me. I think that you're going to come get me or harm me. Don't come any closer. No, it's fine. I have it. Go away. So a man said, last time I did that, they didn't even want me. That happens 2 or 3 times, especially if somebody has to go somewhere, they're not going to continue to stop. Number 1. Number 2, you probably wouldn't have had that same response for another woman. If you see a woman come towards you, you're not immediately going to think danger. And so that's why 2 or 3, you can be a gang of women to come help you out and you wouldn't think danger, right? And I get it, but you're asking why men don't stop and help is because if a man said, hey, well, let me help out. Whoa, here I come. Just get in the car, you steer, I'm gonna push it from behind. If he said that, it's likely that you wouldn't allow him to help just because you're afraid of him. So what is a man to do? Boy, you can at least offer, right? A man can at least offer a lot. But in this day and age, when you help somebody out and they're ungrateful for it, most people are just going to be conditioned to go on about their way.
I realized last night that I'm not ready to date because of me. It's me. Hi. I am the problem. It's me. Okay. I went on a date last night and the bill came. So I said, hey, do you want to split it? Do you want to split it? You're an idiot. I didn't want to split it. Why the fuck did I ask? And so he said, yeah, we could split it if that makes you happy. I said, actually, that doesn't make me happy. Splitting the bill makes me happy 0%. I don't want to split it. I don't even know why I asked. I think I was just asking to be nice. He said, okay, totally cool. I can pay for it. I'm happy to pay for it. So I said, oh my God, you know what? Now I feel bad. I'm so sorry. I just offered to split the bill and then retracted that offer and I'm making things weird and uncomfortable. And he's like, no, it's fine. This is a date. I could pay for it. It's fine. And I'm like, no, seriously. And then we're doing this dance going back and forth and I'm putting my card down and he's putting it back and I'm putting it back and he ended up paying for it. Okay. All this to realize that I just cannot lie. I cannot lie when it comes to my happiness. I won't. You think I got any happiness last night? No, I got no happiness.
What is the one job you wish you had a man or a partner for? I have one. The one job. I don't mind doing dishes, scrubbing toilets, none of that crap. I hate pumping gas. I hate it. I hate it. It always is messy. I can't get the stupid card out of the card reader thing half the time because of my nails. I just hate pumping gas. If Like, I would do all of the things for the man. I will do his laundry. I will cook for him. I will do all the things if he would just pump my gas. Like, and I don't have a man, so I have to pump my own gas. But if I had one, that's the one thing I would ask. Like, please, I'll even pay for it. Take my debit card, just pump the gas. I hate it so bad. Like, so much. And because I have a pretty good, like, commute, I have to pump gas a lot. And I hate it. Anyway, that's the one job I would pick. What would you guys choose? If you could choose one thing that you would have someone else do for you, what would it be?
So, like, I live alone, and so, like, so I was making this, and I felt good, because, like, I thought I did it. I was like, oh, she don't need no man, she's independent, but I messed up on it, and, like, why is it wobbly? I have to fix it. I need a man.
I say I need a man. I need a man. I need a lot of men. In fact, I wish I had a list of men that I could draw from, because I need a man to do all the things that I don't know how to do, or all the things that I don't have the physical strength to do. And I will pay him. I will pay him so handsomely for his time and his effort. I will even make him a home-cooked meal, a nice loaf of banana bread, some chocolate chip cookies, whatever it is that's worth thanking this man for all the things that he can do for me. I just don't need a man in my home, and I don't need a man in my bed. That's all.
I just want a man who just loves doing stuff for me. I've been on a goose chase about my car. Apparently I need an emissions test, and I don't have time to go around to all these places. I've already gotten a ticket because I'm riding dirty. I need to get this taken care of. This is why I want a man. I want a man to do stuff. I need a slave. Slave applications in the comments, please and thank you, and go.
Hey, y'all women, speak for yourselves when y'all say y'all don't need. Because, baby, I need a man. I don't want to be independent. I don't want to do everything on my own. What's up, Papa?
Guys, I need to start going on dates and talking to men again, but like, I'm really just so crazy. Like, I'm actually insane, and I'm so scared to like someone again. I'm reading my journal from when I was dating my ex, and I can't. I went to my FaceTime my ex, and he didn't respond back for 30 minutes, and in that 30 minutes, I went so insane. I'm in my journal like, he's not cheating, he loves me, he loves me.
And when it comes to people talking about how they hate men this, they don't need a man for this, I shut up. I zip my mouth, because I do. I don't want to have to do this alone. Like, I do need a man. I do want a husband, and I do want to be a wife. Like, I don't subscribe to that propaganda against women and against men. Like, there is going to be bad men out there, yes. Okay, you're going to come across a few of them. But there are great men out there, and you gonna get one if you believe that, and I'm gonna get one. So I will not be on the hate men train. I never was on it.
Reason number for why Michaela needs a husband.
So I need your guys' help. I need to change my car oil, but I don't know. Let me show you. So I'm way past due, but I need to change my car oil, or whatever. I need to change it, but I don't know what oil to get. I don't know if I should get avocado oil, olive oil, masola oil, canola oil, coconut oil, soybean, sesame. I don't know. Or is it almond oil? Body oil? Which one is it? Because the only one I have at home is grapeseed oil, avocado oil, olive oil. I mean, I have those at home, but maybe I might need to restock on avocado oil if that's the one that's needed. But yeah, I don't know. Help.
I'm going to say this with my entire chest. For those of you that say, I don't need a man, I do. I don't want to take out the trash. I do not want to mow. And I for sure don't want to hang a TV by myself. So if you're listening and you're like, I don't need a man, I do. Go find a good one. They exist. They're out there. You got to dig for them. I met mine at 12. Best blessing of my life. But seriously, go find a man that'll hang a TV for you and take out the trash and mow the lawn and scratch your back at night. You deserve it.
What happened to the guys that's gonna build you a house, build you a car, build your furniture, mow my grass?
I really don't understand when women be like, we don't need men. Men are an added bonus. Baby girl, yes we do. Yeah, I need a man. I want a man. I need it, want it, gotta have it. I'm on a hunt. We definitely need men.
I'm so irritated. Like, I honestly wish it was somebody I can fucking call to come and do some shit. And so I can take some stress off my fucking plate. Like, I'm really tired of being superwoman. I'm tired of being my own mechanic. I'm tired of taking myself on dates. I'm tired of boosting myself up. I'm tired of the whole nine. Like, I'm tired of people reaching out to me, acting like they want something from me, but it's never really nothing. Like, I'm tired of a lot of shit right now. Like, why the fuck I can't get this boat off this bitch ass car so I can take this starter out, bro? Like, why the fuck the boat not turning? Like, I swear to fucking God, I just need to woosah. Like, I want to punch bitches. I want to blow this car up. I want to do all type of shit.
These modern women, you said that you could just call somebody that's professional. How come y'all are not doing that anymore? Did that just suddenly not exist? I think there was it was a woman saying, well, who are y'all calling? Because professional help is too much. We know. Y'all listen to Shira 7 and all them people sit up here and tell you, well, not even Shira, actually. You sit up there and let these people tell you, oh, well, you can just hire. We don't need you. We can just hire somebody for that. These men knew that was a load of BS. We know good and well that these pros that you're about to call is going to be too expensive. And even if you can handle one expense here and there, that stuff, some of y'all be buying old houses, which is great, but those old houses need work. And not everybody has the expertise to do it. So guess what you're going to have to do? You have to pay for it. Men know that. Y'all want men to come in and work for free, to work for nothing. Y'all wouldn't even give the man a sandwich. Wouldn't give the man a sandwich. The man go out there, spend all day in the hot sun. And then when it's time for him to get what he wants, all of a sudden you're tired and your leg hurts. Interesting.